late start to the day.
Though our second morning in Osaka was off to a slow start, we had a fantastic breakfast to imbue us with energy for the day. And I'm not-o kidding. Right outside of our hotel, there were cool displays and architecture to distract us, but we kept our focus on our first destination of the day. Oh, but first our attention was drawn by the NHK building, Miraiza, and Akayabuki. If you haven't guessed it by now, we are headed to Osaka Castle. The expansive property contains many layers of moats and fortifications, so we had a lot of ground to cover. Starting with the exterior walls. As you can see, these stones are absolutely massive. So you may be wondering,
I wonder how they were placed on there, you know?
This is how. By a big hole in a boat. Construction on Osaka Castle started in 1583 under the direction of Toyotomi Hideyoshi. He intended it to be the center of a unified Japan under Toyotomi rule. Unfortunately, after Toyotomi's death, the original castle was destroyed by the order of Ieyasu Tokugawa, who we talked about in our Nikko day trip video. It was later rebuilt in the 1620s, but then was struck by lightning and burned down in 1665. It wasn't until 1931 that the current structure was created. Outside, there was a street performer busting a move, but I felt like my personal photographer husband was slacking on the job, so we got a few photos. Back at the NHK building, we saw more visual enrichment before taking transit to our next location, which was Kuromon Market, a collection of 150 small businesses selling street foods and souvenirs. The main identifying feature is this giant crab hanging from the ceiling. My mom's zodiac is a Cancer, so it reminded me of her. We explored the different stalls here and tried a few things. Beef croquette that was pretty good, ramune-flavored ice cream that was interesting, melon that was honestly bland, and half-price sushi, which I'm sorry to say was just okay. Maybe our expectations were a little too high though. Regardless, I established my dominance as the Alpha Pierre, and there was more to see. On our way to our next stop, we saw these turtles basking in the sun, so we decided to take a detour to hang out with them. And that unfortunately caused us to be too late to enter Shitennoji Temple. One of the oldest temples in Japan and the first to be constructed by the state, it was founded by Prince Shotoku, who was a proponent of Buddhism. The structure has been rebuilt many times and is still a prominent landmark today. After leaving, we saw a restaurant with my mom's nickname, and next we headed for Ebisuhigashi, a neighborhood in Osaka with retro charm. We had a little snack before seeing lots of big snacks. I'm not kidding. The streets here are lined with giant displays of local dishes. There was a giant okonomiyaki, which a nice family offered to take our photo in front of, but why do I look like I'm punching Jake here? There was a giant octopus, giant takoyaki, and giant revolving sushi. As we wandered, we entered the neighborhood of Shinsekai, which is inspired by the architecture of New York and Paris. Besides food, there are displays of various boats and fables illuminating the sidewalk. After leaving, we got a very cool coffee stamp for our booklet and headed into Namba Station. Underground, there is another Studio Ghibli store, which we stopped in but didn't buy anything because we probably spent too much last time.
We've been underground for years.
We went from day to night.
That's with the Ghibli effect.
After leaving the underground portion of the station, we spotted something else we had to try. Fresh and jiggly Japanese cheesecake. This is Rikuro's, founded by Nishimura Rikuro, who opened his confectionery in 1956. He began selling the cheesecakes in 1984, and they were massively successful. We've seen these online for years and had to try it while it was still warm, so we found a spot to stop and enjoy.
Ready for it?
Oh my gosh.
How is it?
This cheesecake is incredible. Light, fluffy, sweet, cheesy, jiggly, and I even liked the raisins at the bottom. Absolutely worth the hour wait in line. We did some more walking around and stumbled upon Wendy's first kitchen, which is kind of like a test kitchen for specialty Japan exclusive menu items. We got a melon cream soda and a Hokkaido burger featuring cheese, potatoes, and wheat for the bun. It was actually so delicious.
It's really good.
Whoa! It's actually a really good burger.
Yeah. Much better than McDonald's.
So much better than McDonald's.
Afterwards, we headed back to our hotel room for some extremely good and professional dancing.
You got this. You got this.
Could you imagine if I started doing something really good?
It was really good.
No, it wasn't.
Watch out, world, for my J-pop debut. We had some laundry to do, but apparently my dancing vibes infected Jake because he was feeling the beat as well. While we waited, we tried the wine dispensing machine in the lobby and enjoyed more of our cheesecake with a view of the trees illuminated. And I suppose now is a good time to talk about one of Osaka's rough and tumble subcultures, the Bosozoku. These biker gangs have roots dating back to the 1950s and gained a lot of traction in the 1970s, symbolizing youthful rebellion. Inspired by Americana greaser culture, these groups spent time modifying and maintaining bicycles that they ride around the city together. Nowadays, it's more of an aesthetic preference. Substandard history lesson aside, now it's time for some authentic Italian food. Oh yeah, baby, it's time for Saizeriya! Okay, joking aside, I saw Saizeriya mentioned online so much as a popular chain for cheap Italian-inspired food.
This is the future, babe.
My impression was that it's the equivalent of Olive Garden in the United States. We got this carbonara that I thought was actually pretty good, some bizarrely sweet pizza, a Hamburg steak plate, and a shrimp side salad. And listen, I'm not pointing any fingers, but after this I had a tummy ache and had to go straight to sleep.
I kind of look like E.T. this morning.
You don't look like these
The next morning, I felt much better, and we started with another yummy breakfast provided by our hotel. Afterwards, we started on our journey to Himeji Castle.
Where are we headed today?
Himeji.
Alright, stop coughing. We're making a video.
While I enjoyed the scenery, Jake watched Godzilla -1. Since it's about 30 minutes away by train, we had time to sit back and relax. And before we knew it, we were at Himeji Castle. We just had this really long walk to do first.
We're on our pilgrimage to Himeji. Can you use pilgrimage in any sort of long walk sense?
Why not?
Why not? We're on our pilgrimage to Himeji.
At least on that pilgrimage, there were artistic touches and photo ops along the way. As we approached, we were once again greeted by the exterior walls and a gorgeous view of White Heron Castle. Originally constructed in 1333 as a fort and reconstructed as a castle 2 centuries later, multiple powerful political figures had influence on this grand location, including Toyotomi and Tokugawa. The grounds have been expanded upon and have remained intact for over 700 years. This is partly due to its advanced defense system, including a maze-like entrance, multiple layers of gates, baileys, and outer walls. It is the largest and most visited castle in Japan and is an official UNESCO World Heritage Site. I can attest, the castle is breathtaking and like taking a step back in time. The inside features huge wooden pillars, ornate detailing, and views of the nearby city.
What do you think so far?
You can find hidden vantage points for archers and lots of historic items on display. And secret hiding places in case of infiltration. Walking around inside and out, you can find so many intricate details in the wood carving, and there is no other way to truly understand the scale of things here, besides just coming for a visit yourself. It also, unsurprisingly, makes a beautiful backdrop for photos. Himeji is popular for a reason. It's stunning and educational, with seemingly endless areas to explore.
angry because it didn't grow right. It got too heavy for its own britches.
Wow, allegory for life.
After saying sayonara to the castle, we explored nearby Koko-en Garden, which consists of 9 separate walled gardens designed in various styles of the Edo period.
Are you having a good time? It's a weird question, but yeah.
Featuring lots of serene vignettes, bridges, and stepping stones in the water, this place is a whimsical girl's dream. As long as you don't get stung by a murder hornet.
Remember, these ones are angrier. They're more violent.
This definitely gives the same vibe as that one scene in Pokemon 3 the movie. And by now you should know, if I see a little bridge over some water, I'm gonna cross it. We saw some frogs and tadpoles lounging in the shallow end before skedaddling to the train for our next location. Which, of course, I fell asleep on. Guys, I really can't help it. I'm just a sleepy girl. You might have thought we were headed back to Osaka, but we actually made a detour to Kobe to try their famous beef. We first started off at San Plaza, an underground shopping center with lots of local restaurants.
How excited are you for the underground?
So excited.
Though there were lots of yummy looking restaurants, none were open that highlighted beef, so we came back up to the surface. Though Saizeriya round 2 was on the table, we ultimately decided on Western style Kobe beef amona. Our soup, salad, and drinks were delicious, but we were here for the beef. We had the Hamburg steak set and fluffy steak souffle omurice. Okay, now to answer the question, do we love Kobe beef?
How do you feel about Kobe beef?
How do you feel about the baby?
It was good. It was yummy. Good meal. We're feeling less hangry now.
And this is where our night started to really take a turn for the worse. When we got back to Osaka,
We had some laundry to do.
because we were leaving the next morning. Okay, it was very important to get the laundry done. Just remember that. Then, we ran to a sweet shop only to find that they had closed an hour early that day.
How do you feel?
Awful. I burst my blisters doing this. We tried so hard, we got so far. It didn't even matter.
But, no big deal. There were other fun things to do.
How do you feel right now?
I'm got a little vertigo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Despite Jake's vertigo, I made him get a photo with this Hirohiko Araki art installation. We then saw our next destination in the distance, Umeda Sky Building.
It's like the Eye of Sauron.
A 173-meter-tall skyscraper famed for its open-air floating garden observatory on the 39th floor. The inside escalators made me feel like I was in Star Trek. At this point, I don't think you'll be surprised to hear that Jake did not go to the top of the building. So I don't know what he was doing, but I was taking in these gorgeous city views. Because this was our last night in Osaka, I wanted to take it all in and be present.
Where were you?
And that would have been a wonderful way to close out our time here. But unfortunately,
We just got hit by a lady. She was real mean. She tisked and then she hit us with her bag. So we need a sweet treat now is what I'm getting at.
I wasn't sure if I actually wanted to include this part because I don't want to highlight negativity. I have no idea why she hit us, but we were physically okay, just a bit saddened. Honestly, I was feeling insecure after the negative interaction.
It's a bit challenging, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Which is why we also had to get a strawberry tart to have back at the hotel. Speaking of the hotel,
What's the state of things right now?
It's gone downhill.
How has it gone downhill? Things were already so bad.
The washing machine did not wash.
Oh, so the thing that we left for, that we spent like 2.5 hours out, because it takes 2 hours to run, how much longer does it have left? Oh, like another hour?
For some reason, we decided to get a cheeseburger in a bag from the 7-Eleven.
Oh, how is it?
I've had worse cheeseburgers.
Okay. Delicious. All right. The night's looking up again.
So, did we stay up until 3 a.m. doing laundry and packing? Yes.
How are you feeling down here?
I'm tired.
Were we feeling like this? Yes.
Not only am I tired, it's an hour and a half till this is done.
But we sustained ourselves with fun snacks and the rest of Godzilla -1. And don't feel too bad for us, because the strawberry tart did not disappoint.